morning or good time of day wherever you are right now watching this video. Right now it's morning in Athens and it looks like we have a beautiful day and we're just getting ready right now, but we're going to show you where we are headed.
So in our Airbnb this morning we noticed that there's this little espresso maker, and it takes these little espresso pods, almost like the Nespresso if you're familiar, but this one's built a little bit differently. But to use this, you open it up and then you drop the pod in this little slot and you close it, and then up here there's a button for a big cup or a little cup, so we'll do a little cup.
Okay, y'all, that's our destination right up there. So we're gonna check our way over there before it gets busy. So come along with us. When I come close to you, we gotten into the Acropolis now. We recommend coming right when they open because it gets pretty busy. So we came here pretty much when they opened, and we got online tickets the night before, so then you don't have to wait in line to buy your tickets, because that can be an issue if you do come later in the day, not so much right now. But we entered from the southeast side, and we would recommend coming in from that side. It seems pretty easy to get in. But now we're going to check out all the amazing ruins behind us. Behind us is the theater of Dionysus. He was the god of wine and fruitfulness and vegetation. This is one of the oldest theaters in Europe, and it's believed to be where Greek drama originated. This is a steep hike up. This thing is pretty far up there. This stadium behind us was built by, I believe it's pronounced Herodes Atticus. It was built for his wife, and this stadium is actually still used for concerts performing today. I mean, what a place to come see a concert. I wish we had places like this to see concerts. We're on Acropolis Hill right now, and contrary to popular belief, the structure behind me is not called the Acropolis. The Acropolis is the hill all these old ruins sit on this hill, and that itself is the Parthenon. But we're gonna head around and check out all these different temples up here, and it's getting pretty hot, so I think I'm gonna put my hair up. Behind me here is the temple of Athena, the daughter of Zeus, goddess of wisdom, and also what Athens gets their namesake from is after Athena. And it's crazy how well preserved it is still after all these years. Behind us is the Parthenon, the main attraction, and as you can see, there's lots of people here. Even though we came early, there's still lots of crowds, but this thing is impressive. They're currently doing some restoration work, which is kind of unfortunate, but you know, they need to keep the condition well, so we understand why it has to be done. But this is just a definite feat of engineering, and it's crazy what they're able to accomplish way back then. Look how far we've come. Down there is the Theater of Dionysus that we originally came in. So behind the Parthenon there is yet another temple. This is the Temple of Athena Nike, and it was originally built in 13th century BC. So we're talking 3,000, 4,000 years old. We left the Acropolis, and all I can say is I am glad we got there when we did, because it is very packed there now. It's insane the amount of tourists coming up. So get there early, or maybe get there in the evening, close to when they close, because there won't be as many people. But now we're headed to see even more ruins across the city. We're walking back to the prison of Socrates now, and the walk back here is super nice because it's all shaded and woody with trees, so it's a nice change of scenery compared to the beating hot sun. Behind us here now is the prison of Socrates. Socrates is a famous philosopher who was then locked up for some of his ideas and philosophies he was putting into people's heads, and sadly he was given a deadly potion containing hemlock, which unfortunately killed him. And it's a very sad story, and sometimes it's a rough price you have to pay for being smart, I guess. But behind us here is his final resting place. Now Matt probably won't want me saying this, but his family is actually Greek, and a lot of his family members have Socrates either in their name somehow or as their name. So we thought we definitely had to come see this because it's part of the family name. the Athenian Agora now. Looks like there's a lot to explore here, but it's really hot, so I'm not sure how much we're gonna get to. But the Agora was used as a gathering place and a market and lots of different uses over the years. So I really don't know what to expect, but looks like there's a lot here to see. Black Panther. Oh my gosh.
Alright, I haven't given many introductions, so I figure I'd introduce this temple. So this is the temple of Hephaestus, which is the god of metalworking, craftsmanship, and fire. There was a lot of numerous shops around the temple. The temple was first constructed in 449 BC. And it looks to be in really good condition, so I'm going to spend a couple of minutes here and then keep on moving.
Specifically in the Agora, there are so many crazy ruins everywhere. And the same thing goes with the city. You just walk around and there's just ruins out of nowhere incorporated into the city. It's a nice mix of new and old.
One thing people may not know about is if you look at all the columns, including the Parthenon, there's at least one hole, and what that hole actually is where they would take a wooden peg and put the peg in there to keep all the blocks from moving. Over time, the wood would swell with moisture and it would lock those stones in place.
Now we're in this structure called the Stoa of Athens. It's a rebuilt structure that now houses a museum and artifacts, and you don't even have to go in to see all the artifacts. You can see one back there, and it's pretty neat and super nice because we can get out of the sun for a while. It's really breezy and cool in here, and it's pretty grand looking with all the big pillars. Now we're at Hadrian's library. We don't have too many facts on this one other than it's, I guess, dedicated, named after one of the emperors who's actually a Roman emperor in Greece. And I suppose it was just used as a library back then. Got a beef souvlaki here from Kostas. Now souvlaki is whenever the meat is on a stick, kind of like a kebab, and a gyro is when they actually slice the meat off a spit. So we have souvlaki here, and we're gonna try it. We got everything on it, all the toppings. Not really good. The tzatziki sauce is really good on this. I didn't get too much of the meat, but the pita, super warm.
This is our second, well, I guess this is not considered a gyros, it's considered a souvlaki since it's on a skewered, like almost like a kebab, and then put on pita bread. But I think it's better than the first one that we had last night because it has tzatziki on it. I'm still missing feta. Usually we put feta on ours at home, but now we're gonna head to another location called Kostas.
No, this was Kostas.
Oh,
this one's gonna be Kostas.
So this is Kostas, so the next one's just gonna be Kostas without the O in front. See how those are. So we're here at the next gyros or souvlaki place. This actually is souvlaki again. They only had pork or beef again like the last place, so we got pork this time to switch it up. We're gonna give it a taste. It's pretty hot. I don't know how much I'll be able to eat, so let's try it. What's different about this place versus the last place, it has a red tomato sauce, almost like a pasta sauce, or a spaghetti sauce, but more tomatoey flavor.
And fries.
And fries. There's fries in these. That's actually, I like this better than the last place. Real good.
Unlike Matt, I probably prefer the first one just because the second one was way too spicy for me. I'm not good with spice, but I did like the sweetness the tomato sauce added. So we went to Lukumades. I don't really know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I'm pronouncing it. And they have all these fried dough balls, lots of different flavors and things you can fill them with. But we just went traditional and got honey and cinnamon on them. Hot. It's like a funnel cake, but in ball form. Really tasty.
Alright, so we're at Mokka, which they make traditional Greek coffee here in these little metal containers, and they boil them in sand, which is really neat. I've been really super excited to try this place. We'll give their coffee a try. That's pretty good. I got it dark without any sugar or cream. I wanted to try it just by itself, and for being a straight black coffee, it's actually pretty smooth.
I got an iced cappuccino Freddo with medium sweetness, and I am so excited for something cool to drink. Whoa. That's crazy flavor. Keep in mind, I am not a big coffee drinker. The foam on top is nice. I think I need to mix that in. It's like fruity. I've never had coffee like this before. It's just very interesting and fruity flavor. I mixed it up some, and I really like it mixed up with the foam. And the fruitiness has actually grown on me now. I quite enjoy it. And they also gave us a little Turkish delight candy and a little cookie for coming here and having a meal. If you haven't noticed, we've kind of gone on a little food tour excursion halfway through the day. There's lots of stuff we wanted to try. And another of the places we wanted to try was a place called Ma'am. And they have lots of different pastries there. And we took a pit stop back to our Airbnb to refuel, relax a second, and get something to drink. But here is the pastry. I believe this one is their cheese pastry. The pastry shell, I didn't get any really filling on that bite, but the pastry shell itself, very good.
I would say it literally tastes like a biscuit.
Yeah, it's dry.
Yeah, the whole thing, the whole dough surrounding the cheese tastes like a biscuit. The cheese itself is actually good. The dough is just a little too much compared to the cheese, maybe smaller amounts of dough.
And the second thing we got is, if it will focus, the spinach, the spanakopita pie.
That looks good.
This is a lot less dough and more filling. This one isn't dry. There's something with the spinach though, it's giving it an interesting taste, almost sweet. What is that?
It's really good, but the stuff that's giving it the sweetness to me is just has a weird flavor.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a weird taste.
I can't place it. Like, it's not anise.
Yeah, it almost gives me anise
like
vibes.
Yeah.
And we are not anise people.
It might be.
The quality of the dough is really good, but this one's a little too dry, and this one has a weird flavor that's throwing us off. But I just want to say, and we also got some freshly squeezed orange juice from there, and we got all this for like around $4. Same with the Souvlaki we were getting earlier. Both of those fell around $4. So your money can go far. You can get a lot of food with little here. One of the first things we got was the baked feta. So all it is baked feta, but it has a sauce on it that's made of red peppers and honey. It's called pepperomino, I think, something like that. But it smells really good. I don't want to get too much. That sauce is really good. It adds a nice amount of sweetness. And woo, that cheese is tangy. It's gonna make me cry. It's good though, really good. You're gonna love this, Matt.
I am super excited for this. This is what I've been waiting for the whole time. Let's try this. Wow, that's really good. The feta is super creamy. Wow. I'm gonna try some of the sauce by itself. That's pretty good too. It has red pepper flakes in it, but it's actually not too spicy for me. Really creamy, really good.
Next we got a cheese platter. We got two different types of cheeses on our cheese platter. The first is just their soft feta. I imagine it's cold, unlike the other one, which is hot. And we got this hard cheese. It starts with an R. The name is fleeting, but it's a cheese from Syros, an island. Whoa. That's so creamy, it's unreal. Very sharp. I've never had feta that tasted like this before. It was this consistency. Usually it crumbles, and this doesn't crumble at all. It's more spreadable. Tastes a lot different than that one too. That one tastes more goaty. This one I don't taste any kind of goat. Maybe it's more sheep milk. I don't know. Wow.
So this soft feta has been on my dream list of things I wanted to try in Athens. So let's give it a try. Whoa. It's like cream cheese. It's like if you took cream cheese and bit into it, but with the flavor of feta. Wow. That is really good. Real good. So this hard cheese is Graviera from Syros, and it was recommended to us by our waitress. So let's give that a try. That is real good too. It almost reminds me of like a Parmesan or something. This is cheese heaven for anybody that wants to eat some real good cheese.
Come here. And pair it with some wine too. They have lots of wine selection. I got rice pudding last night, but I decided to get some more today because all this salty cheese, I knew we were going to need something sweet to cut it up. So I'm going to try it here. I was told the cinnamon, their cinnamon is very good. So I have some cinnamon sprinkled on top. Their cinnamon is really good. It adds the right amount. It's good. Rice pudding. What more can I say about it? Creamy, cold, delicious.
I don't know if we said the name of the place where we were trying the cheese, but it's cheese Kostarelos. We'll put it in the timestamp below so you can take a look at it. It's definitely the highlight of my food so far that we've had in Athens.
If you're a cheese lover, it's a must.
Yeah, definitely a must for a cheese lover. Stuff we got, including the little sour cherry drink, it was 15.
Yeah, 15, 60.
Which I think is not too bad.
Amazing price for high quality cheeses.
We're not going to be in Athens much longer, but we'd like to try out their coffee and all the other cool stuff. It seems like they have a lot of high quality stuff. So
everything looks good.
So now we're going to take a look at some more ruins.
Now we're at the National Garden, which is kind of like the city park, and I believe there's ruins kind of scattered about in the park, but it's really pretty. There's lots of different vegetation and plants and flowers here, and I'm hoping we see some kitty cats because I think the cats like to hang out here. I wasn't expecting a nice pond in here, but there's a nice pond with all kinds of koi fish here. It is so cute. There's some really big ones too. Never seen so many different types of pigeons before. Big fan of these white and brown ones and the white and black ones. They look like not a street bird. They look like a fancy bird. So I was successful in finding the kitties. I have like a cat sensor or something, but there's one down here in the grass and another black and white one back there. And they're kind of like I guess this is their area. There's like a closed off gated area here that I think is kind of like the kitty sanctuary. But I'm gonna see if I can try petting some of these. So behind us here is the stadium that hosted the first Olympic Games in 1896. It is the only completely marble stadium there is, and it costs, there's a different ticket to get into it. It's around 10 euros per person, and we don't think we're gonna pay that at this time. It closes soon anyway, but at least we came and saw it.
Quick correction, it's the first modern Olympic Games that started in 1896. It's not the site of the original Olympic game.
That was much, much earlier.
Yeah, which was set on the tradition of a messenger having to run so many miles or kilometers to deliver a message, I believe. But yeah, this is the site of the first modern Olympic Games, 1896. It looks really cool since it's all white marble, but like Rachel said, we're not going to pay the extra money to go inside of it.
Behind us here, where you can see all this construction happening, is the temple of Olympian Zeus. It's not the best temple we've seen because not in the best condition, which is why they're doing work on it. But this temple was from 6th century BC. It was used to be a sanctuary dedicated to Zeus. Going potty. Matt, look at him go. Nope. I'm on my way to find another cat. Found one. Just a cute kitty on some ruins. Behind us here now is the last spot for the day of ruins. It's called Hadrian's Arch. It was dedicated to a Roman emperor in Greece named Hadrian, and it's still in good condition today, and best part of it is it's completely free for people to come up and see. That looks like a Bengal cat. Kitty, kitty. So we went back to the Airbnb. We planned to go get some other food tonight, but we ate so much that we're not hungry. And really, we don't have the motivation to get back out of our Airbnb. So we're calling it a night and hopefully hitting up those places tomorrow. But before we go, I just kind of wanted to see what are our highlights for today. What do you think was yours, Matt?
The cheese place in the Acropolis.
Yeah, he really loved the cheese place. That was one of his things. on the top of his bucket list, the places he wanted to go. And we did everything he could possibly dream of. For me, I mean, it's hard to pick what ruins are better than the other one because they all have their charm, so I can't really pick one of those over the other. But I think the unexpected thing for me was the National Garden. I really thought that was cool. It was just so peaceful and so much neat vegetation. It was just such a nice, relaxing stroll in between all the busyness. So I really like the park. And what's good about the park is it's free. So can't beat that. But other than that, I think that's all we have for today. So tomorrow we're taking a tour to the Oracle of Delphi. So if you're interested in that, check back in on the next video. Am I so tired? Gonna sign off. Okay, he tired, he needs sleep. Okay, bye, thanks for watching.